we have someone very special, someone who started their journey from a Hindi medium school in a small village in Haryana, who is now rocking stages across the world. He is someone who's the master of personal and business glow ups. With he has more awards than all of our fingers put together, and he's also helped people in more than 150 countries chase their dreams and sort of make their dreams come true. His books have helped and shaped a lot of lives, and he's published them in more than 9 languages. So all of us here today, let's get ready to get inspired by an author, a speaker, a champion of positive vibes, Deepak ji, Mr. Deepak Bajaj, who's here with us. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
All
Very
my
happy to
pleasure.
have you.
All my pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
A lot of people,
So to start off,
one small thing. A lot of people are commenting below that Hindi. So we can have a mix of Hindi and English together, I guess.
okay, sure, we'll try.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Chaliye.
So to get started, I thought we could talk a little bit about you. You started, from very humble beginnings, and then you actualized your own dreams and goals first, and then you've started helping a lot of other people do that. So how did you pivot into this career where, into guidance and lifestyle building and sort of helping people achieve their dreams? What pushed you into this direction itself?
Okay. See, one line, if I have to say on this is, most of it is not planned. Most of it just happened. One step at a time, and one thing led to the other and all. If I tell you, since my childhood days, I have seen money crisis, or I had only one dream, to make money. और हमारे गांव में ऐसा बोलते थे ये बड़ा आदमी है types, right? So I had only one dream. I didn't know doctor, engineer, lawyer, CA, motivational speaker, all those things. I had only one dream. जिंदगी में कुछ भी करेंगे यार, लेकिन बड़ा आदमी बनना है. That was somehow drilled inside me. So whatever came to me, that I did at that particular point of time. जो मुझे देख सोच के लगता था कि ये करेंगे ना तो बड़ा आदमी बन सकते हैं, बस. तो ऐसा सोच के I kept on doing one thing after the other. So my family wanted me to become a doctor. मेरे पापा डॉक्टर बनना चाहते थे. He didn't have the money to become a doctor, so उनको what you call यार, B pharmacy या D pharmacy, तो उन्हें वो pharmacy का डिप्लोमा करना पड़ा. Then he passed away. My mom, she wanted कि पापा नहीं बन पाए तो मैं बन जाऊं, right? I tried, but somehow I couldn't really crack it. उसके बाद में then it came to BCom and MBA. From science I shifted to commerce. Commerce के बाद MBA कर लिया. MBA के बाद campus placement हो गया, and I got job into TVS Motor Company. I worked there for 4 years and worked really hard. And I have realized this one thing in life very clearly. जिस समय आपके पास जो resources हों और जिस समय आपको जो लगता है आपके पास है और आपको लगता है ये सही है, you should give your heart and soul into that. And when you excel at whatever you are doing, then you are given bigger opportunities, right? It's very simple. So job mila campus se, pehli job thi Bihar Jharkhand, so I worked in Bihar and Jharkhand. Then they promoted me to UP. I worked in UP. And then they promoted me to Chandigarh. I was regional head for Chandigarh, Punjab, Himachal, J&K, sales and marketing for TVS Motor Company. साल का हम 300 करोड़ का business करते थे, and it was pretty good. Then somebody said, why don't you do a business, a side hustle kind of a thing along with your job? मुझे पैसे कमाने थे, बड़ा आदमी बनना था. I thought चल ठीक है यार, नौकरी के साथ कुछ और करते हैं. It became so big. After 3 months, I resigned my job, and then took it up full time. And I did this for almost 11 years. People told me, whatever you're doing is so good, why don't you write your experiences in the form of a book? So I took kind of 2 years, put everything together in a book. वो book चल पड़ा, and people said, जो आप किताब में लिखते हैं, why don't you make videos on that? So I started my YouTube channel 5 years back, 4.5, 5 years back. That started doing well. People said, you write so well, you speak so well, you make so good videos, why don't you start a training business, and why don't you become a professional motivational speaker and trainer? So I started doing it. Then COVID आया, लोगों ने बोला कि अब offline नहीं कर सकते, तो why don't you do online? So I started doing online courses. Now we have online courses, we have YouTube videos. I'm a content creator, 4 books already. I run a business. We are going to start a new business by Diwali, and everything is going good. So that has been the journey. I don't know if I have answered your question or confused you further.
No, I think that's absolutely wonderful in terms of, at least now, very recently, that actually just goes to my next question also very, so you've made my job easier. In terms of, there's a lot of, pressure to fix your goals. And because of the kind of competition there is now, for all of us young people, it's like 5-year plan, 10-year plan, and all these things are put. But hearing your journey of just going one step at a time, wherever opportunities opened, you took that direction and you made the best of your situation. I think that is a huge lesson for all of us to take away. But my next question to you, sir, is that only. जब हम अभी हाई स्कूल में हैं या कॉलेज में, all of our viewers here are 16 to 22 years or even younger or in around that bracket. There is, because of the kind of competition there is nowadays, there's, like I said, there's a huge burden on figuring out what you want to do next. But the problem is हमें कुछ समझ नहीं आता है कि क्या करना है. Or sometimes we don't have that goal, we don't have that vision directly. Even we would like to take it one step at a time. But sometimes circumstances or even just general scenarios don't allow us to do that. So what are some tools or some hacks you would like to give all of our young viewers today to sort of, try to understand what they want to do?
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't ask your name.
I'm also Deepak.
Deepak. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, Deepak. And, a lot of people are writing good evening, hello, namaste. So good evening and namaste to each and every one of you. Right. So Deepak is very simple. Pehli cheez, first and foremost, get this thing out of your head that you need to figure out everything before you start taking action. I have a very strong feeling. आपसे कोई काम होगा या नहीं होगा, and if something matches with your potential, your talent, or whether you love it or no, you will find out only when you start doing it. So, most of the youngsters, the problem is very simple. People want to become rich, famous, millionaires, influencers by a certain date. That's how they look at it. So on our social media, we get 5,000 to 7,000 comments every day, right? And un 5,000 mein se 1,000 are about how can I be a millionaire in 2 years? How can I retire by 24? How can I make my first million in first 3 months? All kind of things. So one thing very clear to each and every one of you here, you don't need to figure out everything, and you don't need to see the entire route before you start going forward. It's very simple. I explain you with an example of GPS. You all guys have used GPS. All of us are, swear by that. Ghar se nikalne se pehle, we go to GPS. I'll quickly explain to you in 30 seconds how GPS operates. So GPS will ask you 2 things. Where are you? Where do you want to go? So I'm in Delhi. I want to go to Jaipur. So I put Delhi, current location, I want to go to Jaipur. And then GPS will ask me to start. I start. So there are 3 things there. Jaipur, 5 hours, 300 kilometers. And then Hindi mein button hota hai, chalu kare, English mein hota hai, start. So Jaipur, 5 hours, 300 kilometers. Moment I start, Jaipur disappears, 300 kilometer disappears, 5 hours disappear. What is left in front of me is 300 meters. So ये 300 मीटर है, वहां से right लेना है. Then you go 2 kilometers, then वहां से left लेना है. वहां जाओगे, वहां पहुंच जाओगे, तो उसके बाद का रास्ता, वहां के बाद आपको मालूम चलेगा. So, we should live our life like that only. We don't need to have big goals. We don't need to get stuck on these big goals. We just need to have an overall sense of direction. कि हम किस side में, किस दिशा में जाना चाहते हैं. And after that, we should focus on next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, what we need to do next. Right? So one of the tools or hacks, if you ask me, Deepak, is called, I will call it self-awareness. There is a, what do you call it, a double-edged sword called social media, which is hanging on us, so-called social media. And worst part is about social media, it's free. Good part about social media, it's free. Worst part about social media, it's free. अच्छी बात यह है कि कोई कुछ भी डाल सकता है, और बुरी बात क्या है, कोई कुछ भी डाल सकता है. तो हमारे पास आप गौर से समझिएगा, हमारे पास सिर्फ लोड्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है, हमारे पास लोड्स ऑफ ओपिनियंस भी है। और हर तीसरा इंसान सोशल मीडिया पे अपने आप को कोच बोल देता है, अपने आप को एक्सपर्ट बता देता है, अपने आप को मेंटोर बोल देता है। They don't have 6 months of experience, but they use digital marketing here and there, and they start saying, I'm a coach, I'm this, I'm this, and they start वो ज्ञान पेलना चालू करते हैं, फिर ऐसे करो, वैसे करो, वैसे करो, ऐसे करो। और जितने भी यंगस्टर्स हैं आपकी एज के दीपक, उनके पास ये चारों तरफ से ना ओपिनियन ओवरलोड आ रहा है। वन ऑफ द ओपिनियन ओवरलोड एग्जांपल इज जल्दी उठा करो, 5 बजे उठना चाहिए, जिंदगी ऐसे जीनी चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए, ये हर आदमी ना ज्ञान पेल रहा है उधर बैठ के। And then people are getting confused. One of the ज्ञान जो ये पेला जा रहा है वो ये है कि you should be very clear about your purpose, live your purpose. If you live your purpose, you will be very happy, this and that. But sorry to tell you this, but I train people in all ages. My students are 18 years to 60 years. 99% people who are in 50 and 60 years of age, they have also not figured out what have they done in last 25 years of their life and what they want to do next year, right? So आप मेरे इवेंट में आइएगा, 90% लोग जो बच्चों के ऊपर दबाव बनाते हैं, उनको खुद भी नहीं मालूम जिंदगी में वो एग्जैक्टली करना क्या चाहते हैं। और आप जो भी करना चाहते हैं, आपको सिर्फ एक तरीके से पता चल सकता है, जब आप कई सारी चीजें ट्राई करेंगे। दीपक, जब तूने कुछ किया ही नहीं, तूने सिर्फ एक चीज समझी है कि डॉक्टर बनूंगा मैं, या लॉयर बनूंगा, या डिजिटल मार्केटर बनूंगा। हाउ कैन यू से डिजिटल मार्केटर बनूंगा टिल द टाइम यू हैव सीन एफिलिएट मार्केटिंग आल्सो, नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग आल्सो, maybe some real estate also, maybe some stock trading also. I mean, 16 to 22, 25 age is the prime age where you should experiment with as many things as you can, right? So it's very simple. So जितनी ज्यादा चीजें करना चाहते हो वो करके देख लो, और अगर दम है तो फिर अपने आप को प्रूव कर लो। और एक बात साफ साफ समझ लेना, एवरेज की जरूरत किसी को नहीं है, राइट? We all need best doctors, best teachers, best lawyers, best courier delivery guys, best digital marketers, best social media managers, best टिक्की वाले, best हलवाई, best tent वाले, best झाड़ू पोछा लगाने वाले। We all need best. तो whatever you choose, don't choose it कि वहाँ पैसे किधर ज्यादा मिल सकते हैं। You should choose anything based on whatever you love doing and wherever you can excel. And when you start doing, when you want to excel in something, you need to do that thing for repeated period of time, sometime many months, sometime many years. Correct. So it will be painful, so it's advisable to do something which you like somehow, so that you can continue doing it for long period of time. बस उतना सा है यार। तो जिस समय जो मिल जाए वो करो, बेस्ट होने की कोशिश करो, and don't worry about it. I'm still figuring out what I should do even better with my life. One question is there which I ask my kids to write it down almost every Sunday when I meet them. I mean, I meet them every day, but Sunday is half an hour. I sit with my kids. I have 3 children. Elder one is 16-year-old. Other 2 are 12-year-old. And I ask them two questions they need to answer. What is the best thing they have inside them? What do they think is the best talent they have got? And number 2, how can they serve the world with their talent? What's the best possible way through which they can serve the world with their talent? If you have answers to these 2 questions, you will be the happiest man on earth, man or woman on earth. And by default, you'll make a lot of money as well, right? And you will be successful.
I think that was one of the most comprehensive answers I've ever heard to that question. And I think what you said in the starting, especially about the GPS, I think that makes so much sense. To keep the goal but focus on the first 300 meters, each 300 meters as we go, and not उसको हम 500 kilometer देखेंगे तो we'll get overwhelmed and won't know where to go. But I think what you said of taking it one at a time. But
one, can I pause here?
Sure.
Just sorry to interrupt you. How to find this GPS direction for your life? I have an ebook also on this, absolutely free. It's in PDF. If you feel this can help anybody, this is about finding the direction and finding the next 300 meters, 500 meters of your life. So if you want, I can send you guys a PDF book. It's a free 30 pages ebook. You have to take printout of that ebook, and it's kind of a workbook jaisa hai ye. So you need to fill those answers one by one. There are 16 answers to be filled, space already given for those answers. I have tried it with maybe 5 lakh people, and people are happier. They are able to find alignment of their daily actions to their life goals, and they are more productive. So if this helps, we can send across a link to you guys. Anybody wants it? It's a free
Absolutely.
PDF available. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm sure a lot of people, like you said, have already benefited from it and will also. Sir, so my next question to you is on that. With each 300 meters, we also meet people. We interact with a lot of people. You've also recently written a book on.
Deepak, sorry,
that
your voice is not. It's coming on and off, on and off. So can you just repeat what you said?
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So my question to you next was, you recently also wrote a book on network marketing, which talks about the networks you build and certain those relationships. In a lot of the conferences that we host for all of the students who are of classes 7 and above, they meet hundreds and thousands of students from across. Are you able to hear?
Deepak, again, I lost you. I'm sorry. Either your network or my network. I'm asking you to repeat this one more time, please. I heard that I have written a book on network marketing. That much I heard. Okay. After that, I'm sorry, couldn't hear.
Okay, I think I'm back now. Huh.
Yeah.
Are you able to hear me now, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question basically was in terms of young people building their own networks. When we conduct our conferences, every student gets they're surrounded by almost 1,000 students of their group from their city or from their state. So how is it that young people, what is the importance of building your own network from a young age? How can they doing it even when they're in school?
That is also one of the opinion overloads that is being given by a lot of people, that good, right kind of networking is very, very important. You don't need a huge network. I never had a huge network. I have a very small group of close, people who respect me for what I do, and I respect them for who they are and what they do. And if you are excellent at whatever you are doing and you are constantly growing, and if you are constantly growing, right kind of people will automatically come to you, or you will also find those people. So good network is important. That's all right. But you don't need to force yourself to build a network of 100, 200 or 500 people like that. So even if you have 2-3 good core people with you, with whom you are able to vibe, and with whom you are able to discuss your ideas, brainstorm with them, and they can give you right answers, and they can show you the face, they can be your mirrors, or they can inspire you, uplift you, that is good enough, right? So, and one key thing you can look for probably is, if you know this is the kind of work I want to do, you want to get into digital marketing, for example, then look for people who are already good at whatever they are doing. Don't look at the number of followers they have. Look at the kind of quality of work they are doing, and do you vibe with that kind of work? I mean, do you feel aligned to that kind of work? Do you want to be like those kind of people? And then slowly start, have somehow get inroads into that kind of people. So that much is good enough in terms of having a network.
Right. Thank you, sir. I think that's important. We've always been taught this, which is your close people can say a lot about who you are. And before I invite our two friends who are here to ask you questions, I just had a question to you, which is basically at I.I.M.U.N, one of the main things that we do, one of our vision is to unite the world the Indian way. So when we conduct conferences in around 35 countries, we have students reading like the Shastra and other texts to understand the idea of India. But the thing that we have noticed is within itself, a lot of us are told that unless we go to UK or to the US to study, then success is not something that will come to us. Or like, that we need to learn from the West to figure how we should map our path to success. So my question is, what is your message to, these people who
The last line, can you please come again, Deepak?
no, my
What's the message
question
for?
is basically, what is your message to people who believe that, you need to look outward to, map your, get your road to success?
These people are living in the past, and these people are way behind what current India is right now. These people are probably listening to, my friend's elder brother, some uncle, some cousin, or some media hype, which is wrong. India is the growth engine of the world right now. One of the biggest, not one of the biggest, it's the biggest economy kind of in terms of number of people. If you look at it, the kind of demand we have here, so one of the, not one of the, I mean, it's the fastest growing big economy, already in top 5. Another 3-4 years will be top 3, right? So gone are those days when you used to go outside of India to look at some better opportunities. I believe if anybody can't find a good opportunity in India, they cannot find it anywhere else also. Problem is not with India, problem is with their kind of mindset. So, they just want to go abroad for fun or for whatever reason they want to go. And the excuse they are making is, I am going for better opportunities. World is coming to India in the search of opportunities. How can somebody convince me on this, that I am going out in the name of opportunities? If anybody is committed to build their careers, this is the best time in the history of the world to build any career you want in India. I mean, I can challenge this for sure. I mean, this is, you don't need to go anywhere else. People have not got the numbers right. They don't have the statistics right. The numbers in India are blossoming like crazy. We have put up a video last month something in terms of Startup India, infrastructure, digital India, GDP growth, point by point, on so many parameters we can prove. If you are alive today in India, and if you have growth mindset, and if you are not a lazy or procrastinating guy, and whatever you touch in India for next 2 decades or 3 decades, this is the best place to build your career, to build your business, or to do whatever you want to do.
I think that's a wonderful answer, sir. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Now I'd like to just invite our 2 friends here. I think they have a few questions for you. They're from the Rishi University. So, Kushank, I think you have a question. You should ask, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Kushank. I am studying BBA from Rishi University.
Awesome.
My first question is, could you provide insights into how you developed your unique approach to facilitating glow-ups?
You have to come again, my friend, once more.
Okay.
How did you develop something I heard? Sorry.
Could you provide insights into how you developed your unique approach to facilitating glow-ups?
Unique approach to facilitating
glow-ups.
This word I'm not getting. Sorry. Yeah.
I think he's referring to your method of enhancing people's lives, the method that you've developed, and sort of the coaching mechanism that you brought up. So he just wants to know the road of how you develop.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, 2 things, my friend, in this. Number 1 is why is very important in life. आप क्या करते हैं उससे भी जरूरी है आप क्यों करते हैं. The training is not the goal. Training is the medium to achieve a goal. Goal is transformation. So I'm a motivational speaker. I love to speak. I'm paid to speak, and my session will be 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day, 2 days. But the goal is not to speak. The goal is to deliver transformation. So training is a tool I have in my hand to get the results you want, right? So 99% people, why they get stuck in this training kind of a thing is they come to training feeling that training is exciting, thrilling, you get famous, you get all the recognition, all those things people have in mind, and वो भूल जाते हैं कि वो ट्रेनिंग में सामने वाले का बदलाव करने के लिए आए हैं, रिजल्ट्स और ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के लिए आए हैं. So when we started doing trainings, we all the time we kept on looking at, is it affecting people in the right way, are we getting the results we expected? और जब results नहीं आते थे ना, तो हम उसकी फाइन ट्यूनिंग करते रहते थे. So मैंने क्या किया पिछले I started this I think in 2010. 2010 से 2023 हो गए ना, तो 13 साल से 13 years, every year I devote almost 3 weeks for my own training from some of the best trainers and coaches in the world, right? So best of the best training wherever available, I go there, I learn. Then I implement that on myself. If I find it good, I start doing it with my trainees. और ये करते करते एक साल, 2 साल, 3 साल, 5 साल, 10 साल of adjusting it, then we got into this kind of a training methodology. Now we have that kind of a setup or clarity. वॉल्यूम कितना तेज होना चाहिए, एसी कितना ठंडा होना चाहिए, कितनी देर का ब्रेक होना चाहिए, कितनी देर के बाद ब्रेक होना चाहिए, खाने को क्या देना चाहिए, so that transformation is good in people in a training program. So if you ever happen to come to my training program, so we control कितनी लाइट होनी चाहिए, कब मुझे अंधेरा करना, कब मुझे पर्पल लाइट डालनी है, कब मुझे ब्लू लाइट डालनी चाहिए, और कितना ठंडा करना चाहिए, कितनी देर बैठाना चाहिए, फिर खड़े होकर ट्रेनिंग में क्या होता है, बैठ के क्या होता है, all those things, how to use meditation in that, how to use jumping exercises, activities in that, all those things, ये सब through a process of continuous improvement, program after program, we have gone to and reached to this kind of a level. But फिर भी मैं तेरे को लास्ट में बोलूं, अगर moral of the story is very simple. The intention, the why is, you pay me 5,000. If you don't get results worth 50,000, I should not touch your money, right? तो हमारे ऑफिस में हम बात करते हैं, आपने जितने पैसे दिए, अगर हम आपको उससे 10 गुना ज्यादा वैल्यू नहीं दे सकते, तो फिर हमें वो पैसे को छूने का कोई हक नहीं है. So when you work with that intention to serve and to transform, मतलब ऐसा हो जाता है कि रिजल्ट कैसे नहीं आएगा यार. I mean, how will I not get the result? I mean, we go after the result, do whatever it takes, but get the result we are after. So ये थोड़ा ऑब्सेसिव हो जाता है, थोड़ा ये डिसऑर्डर जैसा लगने लगता है, थोड़ा ये परफेक्शनिज्म सा लगने लगता है, but at the end of the day, this has brought us where we have reached today.
Right, sir. Thank you so much. I think that's an important lesson to look at why of what we're doing rather than the how and what. Those are also important, but I think the why is the most important. So that keeps going. The drive comes from that. Now I just invite Gangaram as well. If you can ask your question also, since you're here.
Yeah. First of all, very good evening, sir. So my question is, with your books being published in over time in 9 different languages and your impact reaching people in 150 plus countries, so how do you ensure that your message resonates across different cultural contexts and languages?
Half I could hear. I'm sorry, to give the right answer, just repeat the one more time.
Okay, sir, you have published your books over 9 languages, yeah, and your impact is 150 plus countries. So how do you ensure that your message resonates across different cultural contexts and languages?
Okay. See, most of the work I'm doing, my friend, is on mindset, marketing, businesses, entrepreneurship, right? So I have worked across India, so many different states. We have training participants and events across India. And last event we had 11 countries, people participating. When we are right in the field and we work on ground with people, and when we talk to them through social media or through different platforms, we get the pulse of the people, So, we make sure that 2 things should happen through our content. When we write any book or when we make a piece of YouTube video, that it should do any one of these 2 things. Number 1, it should solve some of their problems, reduce some of their pain. And number two, it should help them grow and prosper and rise. Any piece of content, if it is not doing any one of these two, will be useless and people will disregard it. And disregard it, or people will throw it away. So whatever we write, whatever we make video on, we make sure that we again and again ask this: is it solving somebody's problem, or is it reducing their pain, or in other way, is it helping them grow, rise, shine, and help them rise? So when we make sure that every piece of paragraph or words that we write, they are doing any one of these two, then automatically it helps people across culture, across languages, everywhere. Because heart in heart, people are same here. I mean, they want to make money, they want to be healthy, they want to have a good mindset, they want to live their lives with prosperity, they want to enjoy financial freedom. And so having that pulse of the market for last 2 decades, and having this intention and being in touch with my audience and target customers through social media and different means. So then it puts together, help us produce content that really serves people.
Right, sir. Thank you so much. I think each of you has given us an understanding of what we asked, but you've broken it down to such a minute level. And I think a lot of the chat also said that your answers are not just surface level, but you easily take us down to the deep end and then explain everything to us comprehensively. So before we let you go for today, in all of our conversations, we have one fun segment in the end, just to end it on a lighthearted note, which is our rapid fire round. So I will just give a few phrases and you can just say whatever is the first thing that comes to your mind, so that all of our viewers also who are very motivated by you can get to know you a little more. Okay. So the first thing is dreams and goals.
I don't know, somehow network has some glitches. Can you please come again?
No, first phrase is dreams and goals.
Dreams and goals, they are the purpose why we live.
The second one is a book that changed your life.
Book that changed my life. Atomic Habits is one of them. I love it. Atomic Habits. James Clear.
A book that you would recommend to all the young viewers.
Psychology of Money.
Okay. The next one is your favorite cuisine.
South Indian.
Lovely. I think that's a common. So one of the favorite places you've ever visited.
My favorite place is my work desk. I can live here, sleep here, the rest of my life.
I think, like you said, when you're truly passionate about what you do, I think your work desk becomes your favorite place. The next one is India.
India is the growth engine of the world.
Okay. And the last one is I.I.M.U.N. The organization I.I.M.U.N.
Yeah, catalyst for the betterment of the world.
Right. Thank you so much. That brings us to the wrap. I can see in that with me people thanking you for being here, and so do. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being so generous with your learnings and all of your advice for young people. I think there's a lot to take away from what you said, from not only visualizing your goals, but taking the time to go with them step by step, to also learning filter what you listen on social media, to taking the good, bad, all of that. So thank you so much for joining us, sir. It's been a very knowledgeable session with you. Thank you for your time and for what you do. Thank you for joining us.
All my pleasure. All my pleasure. Very happy to be with all of you. And a special thanks to 3 of you here who have been facilitating this. God bless you all. And I really wish you guys through I.I.M.U.N. be able to change and impact so many people. Happy to help, happy to serve. God bless you guys. Keep shining.
Thank you.
Thank you.